Good afternoon. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we are back to work on the Edith Holden journal. Cut some hinges here. Well, they're going to be expanders is what they're going to be. Sorry. Well, you know, we all talk so fast anymore that we've got to shorten our words a little bit. So, anyway, I'm here, and I want to thank you for being a subscriber and for supporting my channel with your comments and thumbs up and subscribing. It's very much appreciated. So I hope you're all having a great day. So let's work in this journal. I've got some things I'm working out as we go, so good luck to us. Good luck to us, please. So you can see I have, I don't know if you can see them. I have X's on here. Don't know. I'm trying to readjust my light. For some reason, it's just not as good as it was. I don't know. Lights. I give up. So anyway, time for a new flip. And we're going to make it a little bit different. So, I hope I don't lose you on it. I hope I don't get lost on it. So, here's what we're going to do. We're not going to, well, we don't have to cover this one. But we are going to have to cover this one. So I don't want to glue it down just yet, but I can glue. Let me start here. We're going to put this piece on first. This is going to be the new flip. I know, pretty weird, huh? But it's going to work. I think. I hope so. I'm holding my head like, oh, what am I doing? So I forgot to ink this up. I did cut some papers that we're going to use, but not much. I really have been more struggling with the ideas and trying to figure it out. So, you know, a flip and fold journal is always a blast, but it's always confusing. I need to get out a new ink. I left my ink open. Yes, I did. Overnight. You can see it does not ink very well. I just inked that pad up too, so I think if I just add some water to it, maybe it will get better. But I don't know. Probably would help if I'd get a new one of these out. How long does it take? 2 seconds. Only takes me 2 seconds to fix it. But let's just ink it up right now with what we have, and then we'll change it. And I need to do this part, I believe. We'll do both just in case. Just in case I'm wrong. Okay, so there's those. Now that is going to be on the inside. And this, yeah, this is the side I needed to ink. Okay. Whew, got that part. Oh, now we need to ink this one. One thing about getting ink on here is that it will come off. Let's just ink this edge up because you might be able to see it since we're hinging onto it. Okay. We are ready. We are ready to go. Am I on camera? Okay. So I've taken this piece of file folder. I've scored it at 1/2 inch. It is the length of the book. And it is with a fold. It's going to attach to here, but with a fold coming inside of these lines. I'm keeping it back quite a ways. You can still see the brown of the pocket under here. So it's almost just hanging over this piece. I want it to stay out of the way of the little journal we're going to put here. Okay? And at my 1/2 inch scores, I've mitered it just a little bit. Okay, so mine measures, and I have a score in it because we're going to utilize that. So with the hinge and the miter, we're at about 8 3/4 inch wide. And then I scored it back 1, 2 3/4. It's scored at 2 3/4. But you can make this whatever size you want. And this was our original fold in our file folder that we made at the beginning of the book. Similar to the one that we put over here. So we are going to first put this on here. So what we need to do is go ahead and apply our paper right here so that we don't miss getting that inside the pocket. Okay, I can see that I need to trim it down just a hair. So let's get the slicer up here and slice and dice this just a hair. Just a hair. I think that's too much of a hair. Ooh, I hope that's not too much. But we inked it, so we're okay if it doesn't work. Okay, that's going to work. I'm going to put it near this edge, but not over it at all. Not, you know how when you score them, they get this little bump in them? Keep it to the left of the bump. Okay. So now we want to go ahead and ink this up a little bit. We're keeping this one rather aged. Edith Holden was written long ago. Oh, look at that ink I got there. It does have some juicy ink in it. Now, we don't really need to do this side because it's going to be inside the pocket. So let's go ahead and put this piece down. This is the back of the Minte paper. It was the nature one that I showed in an earlier video. And oh, no, is it the Minte? No. No. Don't listen to me right there. The Gardenia. It's the Gardenia paper. This I bought at Joann's. And it is absolutely beautiful paper. All the way through. And it's a good thickness. I like it. I like it a lot. So, off and running here. I didn't start my timer. And I forgot to stop my timer yesterday. So we're like at hundreds of minutes. Thousands of minutes. We've gone into the minute zone. You've been crafting for how long? Oh, long minutes. No, I went to the genealogy today. I was a genealogist today. Actually, I was their tech person today. Technology worked all day long. No, not all day. I only worked until 1:30, I think. I'm in 3 days a week, so I only work half days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's all volunteer. There's no pay. The pay is we get to socialize. You know, that kind of thing. Okay, now we have this on there. We're good. So let's go ahead and apply this to here, and then we're going to apply these two. I don't want them to really interfere with each other, so I'm trying to be a little careful. And I'll explain why I'm putting them on what seems like backwards in just a second. Okay, you come over here and you go over there. Okay. Sorry if I'm out of screen a little bit here. I want to carefully put that down and line it up very close to that edge. But I don't really want it to be crooked. No, 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 no. No crooked stuff. Okay. Now let's come in here and get all that extra glue out of there. Okay. You can scrape your finger along the edges and that'll pull up the glue that's sitting right on the edges. Okay. So things are probably going to catch up on that because that was a score line there and I'm utilizing that piece of paper. I didn't want to waste it. So you might have to run a little glue along there if you have the bump on there. And then run it along and try and squish it down more. Don't want to give myself a paper cut either. Okay, now I want to apply these. The reason I'm going to apply them to this piece of paper is because I want to be sure that they fit. I want to leave a little air hole right there. Why? I don't know. I just think that it helps with the closure of the book and you don't want it to get too wobbly there. It won't be rubbing on it. It'll just make a nice thing there. Ooh, that's a nice dark one, isn't it? Yep, yep, yep. Okay. So we want to go on this side first and glue it down. And start near the top because that's where we need it to actually be the strongest, is near the top, because that's where it's going to get all the abuse from, you know, being putting things into it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying we're going to abuse our book, just we're going to use our book. So let's make it strong. Okay, so let that dry. Now we'll do the same way with this one. starting it right at the edge. You don't have to get as sloppy as I'm doing. It's really not necessary. So here we go. Let's press it down really good and tight so that it fits good. Hi, Miss Libby. Miss Libby says hello. And now she's gone. Out checking on her daddy. Okay, now we're ready to glue this piece down. And we already have our paper there, so that is good. Okay. Folding it over. Putting some pressure on it. Okay. Now it is just poking out a little bit there, so I may not have it quite centered properly, but I think it's going to be okay this way. Now go in here and just push down on those mitered things you made and pull any glue out that might be at the top that would glue your pocket shut. Oops. So you want to peek in there. Now, sometimes with these pockets, you might have to consider a little rivet in them when they're big like this. So with a rivet, I would just use either a brad there maybe, or an eyelet. An eyelet would be just fine, and it would work great. Okay, now continuing on with this piece, we're going to put this one on. Before we put this one on, we're going to need to put paper over it. And it is going to go right on here. And this is going to become a pocket as well. Okay. Yep, that's what's going to happen. Okay. So first we need to put paper on here. Let's see what we have left. A little piece of that. Oh no, that goes over here. Don't use that, Ange. There you go. Okay. So we need a piece of paper here. Wonder what we have in the way of Edith. Ooh, I love that. Oh, gosh, that's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We have holly berries. And we have, fruit of dog rose. And blackberry. My mom and my aunt used to make necklaces out of the rose buds that would, the berry that would get on the roses. Okay, I think I would like to use this piece right here. It only goes to there, so I'm going to cut this very close to the flower so that I can get most of the flower on here. Okay? I just think that's so pretty. And that means I'm going to have to lose some of those, but that's okay. It'll be okay. I have another book. But it also means I'm going to have words in here that are going to get cut off right there. But I think it'll be okay. We have almost this whole flower now. I love that. Okay. What'd we save? Oh, a little bit. But look at that. I mean, now we've got a nice piece of this. Kind of a stained up page, though. My goodness. Okay. I think we'll leave the 7 on there. We'll probably put a bird or something over it. Or should we cut part of the 7 off? No, it still wouldn't cut it off. But I think that's a better positioning. Okay. Putting the flower more centered on the whole piece of paper. Or the whole file folder. You know, equal distance. Okay, so it is still a little bit too wide. We don't want it crossing over the pieces over here, so let's take it in just a hair. Just a hair. I hope it cuts. I'm always so afraid it's not going to cut right. Oh, worry, worry, worry. So what's happening here is we're creating a fold and a flip and a pocket all in one piece. And it'll make sense here pretty soon. So we're going to initially get this put together, and then I'll probably let you go because I don't want to keep you too long. But I did want to get down to the magnets and get that part done. Yeah, I'm putting in some more magnets. You know me, I like my magnets. Keeps everything tidy. Well, who knows? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just think it does. As long as the magnets don't disintegrate, which oftentimes they do, especially on jewelry, those little magnets. You ever seen that? Where they get all crumbly and fall apart? When we were going through my mama's jewelry after she passed, some of her necklaces that had those, they just fell apart. The magnets did. The jewelry was alright. It didn't hurt the jewelry at all. But, wowie. Surprised me. I did not think that would happen. So anyway, I don't put magnets on my jewelry. You know, like on a necklace. And you hold them together with a magnet. And I've seen some earrings like that too, where you just clip it on both sides of your ear. And the magnet makes it stick. No, thank you. I don't want that on my ear. Okay, so now what do we have here? We have this that's going to be a pocket. And we have this that are the words that go with this. So, what we want to do is I'm going to put an extra piece of paper under here. And let me see if I have any more of this just laying around here, and I don't. I'm doing pretty good at using up all my papers. Okay, so coming back here, I think I'll find another piece of that. Oh, must be back further. Ooh, that one's so pretty. Ooh, I love that one too. This one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put an added piece here. It's going to come up, you know, a little further than this pocket. And the reason for it is I want it to help the pocket to get this piece in there so that you can read what these flower names are. So I'm just going to, oh, I don't know, somewhere in there. So right about there. Oh no, somebody wants me. I'm gonna eat porridge. Don't ask me why. Oh, goodness. What a busy day today. I got so much done. Got some important forms done with insurance and just very happy. I don't need to ink this one because it's just going in here. And I'm just bringing it up slightly right about here. And it's going to help this page be able to be used in here. We won't see it, but I think we'll put it this side down because we're not going to really see it. But we might see it if we see all the foliage. If the foliage shows through onto the Edith Holden paper. So, right where that line is, go ahead and put this on there. Just kind of even it up between top and bottom. Don't really want it overhanging, but this one might because I might not have cut it down quite enough. Oh no! There we go. Don't want to lose the magnets. Catch that magnet. It's getting away. Okay. So there we go. Now, okay. Now on this one, I'm not going to put a hinge in it, but I am going, not a hinge, but a gusset, but I am going to do the side gussets, just so if something a little big gets inside of there, it's okay. We're not going to put paper on this side. Gosh, I got out of my shower this morning and the clock was an hour off. And I thought, oh my gosh, how early did I get in the shower? Oh, I don't know why my clock does that. It just kind of likes to make up its own mind about what the time is. Maybe it's getting ready to die. Okay, so there's that one. Let's put this one in. I didn't get the ink on them. It's okay. I don't think anybody will be really looking at the end pieces too much. If they are, then I don't know what to say. Don't do that. Okay, there we go. We have that. Now, we need to put this on. So, what I need to do is glue that on, but I need to know where this is going to go. Right about there. Okay, so it's buttoned right up against that. I'm holding it down pretty flat. Now, we're still going to end up without some words over there. How much, I wonder? I wonder if we should just put a little fold in it. Let's see what we can trim up here. Okay, if we trim up this part, even though it left that icky part, and then if we score this down, I could score it on that board, I suppose. Okay, I don't know. Let's see if it'll work. The only thing that could happen is it won't work, and then we don't do it. Okay, let's try it. And then we have this little piece here that we can put something on. And we have this little piece here that's just going to pop open. Maybe, I don't know, the magnets may be a problem for it. It may get squished. Formerly. Or, whoops. Right there, I suppose. Right here. Let's see. Oh, I hope I did it not too short. Okay, so I'm going to leave it so that this has a little edge around it, I guess. And then we don't have to worry so much about this guy, but let's ink this part up. And I'll probably decorate this little piece here. I'll see what I want to do with it. Oh gosh, I think I've had you here a long time. I hope you're still with me. Are you still with me? Answer my question. Are you still with me? Oh, well, if you're not, I'm just playing by myself down here and working away. It would have helped had I had these already, but you know, when you're making a journal, it's awful hard to just cut everything out and assume the way you're going to do it. And see, I just don't work that way. Okay. Whoops. Where do you go? Over there? Okay. Now, so what we need to do is we're going to go ahead and glue this piece right down to there. Because this isn't going to slip under it. It's only going to slip right up to the edge. So let's go ahead and glue this piece down. That's why we put this little piece in there, was to hide any mistakes. Shh, don't tell anybody. Going over here, whoops, going over to the wrong side. Trying to glue the whole page down. It's a good sized pocket, so if we have to squish it down a little bit, we can do that. Okay, how's that look? Okay. Pretty good. Gotta get this piece down though. Peek in there and make sure no glue's sticking out. Again, this is a place that you may end up having to put a rivet with a big heavy pocket like this. The file folder is what makes it so heavy. So you may have to do that. Okay, now I have lost one of my magnets. So I hope it is right here somewhere. Not there. If I shake it out, should land over here on one of these other magnets. Oh dear. Where did it go? Sometimes they stick to the bottom of your tools because you got magnets in them, you see. Not magnets, but little metal pieces and stuff. So sometimes they come in here and stick to things, but it didn't. Okay, it's not there. And sometimes they stick to the back of this because you have screws and stuff in it. Not there. Oh dearie me. I really don't have any more of that size. I don't see it in there. And I don't see it in there, do I? No, I do not. Okay. Let's make sure it's not glued. Is it on my arm or anything? On here? No. I should have been more careful. It's such a teeny tiny magnet. We should hear it if it hits this. Oh, did I find it? I did. It was on the floor. There it is. Okay. Here we go. I'll be glad to get this glued down. Okay, glue dots. Find your baby glue dots. Okay. And apply them to a piece of the magnet. Right there. And got two more of those. Just kind of try to look under it. There we go. And there we go. That one's kind of sticking off the edge a bit. Okay, throw those away. Now, what we want to do next is to fold this over so that it applies the magnets over here. Okay? So you ready? Here we go. You see the magnets? Okay. Just press them down and those glue dots should make them stick. And it did. Yay! Now what I like to do with these is put a little bit of tape on them so that they don't come up. Here it is. These I have glued down. Is that you, honey? Better be, because if there's a stranger in my hallway, I think I want to get out of here. Okay. There we go. And you can peel these up easiest way is with a little pick, your awl or a pin. There it goes. There we go. Okay, now what in the world did we do with this piece? I don't know. We'll come back to it. I probably lost it trying to get everything else together. Okay, let's take this piece and go ahead and apply it. Since we've been trying to get it down there all this time and we did all this work to it, let's see what it does. Uh-oh. There's an icky glue plug in there. If your glue gets slow, it's because something's plugging it up. You can see it in there. It's a big, thick one. Now you do want to get pretty close to this line right here, because this is going to be your little fold over. So if they want to still read the words, they can. Okay. Yep, there was that little glue thing. Hard as a little rock. Okay. Lining up the words is what you want to do first. And I'm telling you, Mr. Magnet, you stay there. Okay. Now we don't want to glue our pocket shut, so we have to work a little fast here and get this part down. And then open this up and make sure that you don't have glue there, or on the other side of this piece, because that's where it would hang up. So just put your towel in there, go ahead and rub it along there, and there we go. Okay, now let's make sure that this is fitting, and it is off a little bit. It's because I got it crooked. But that's okay. We can always fix it a little bit. We have the means. Okay, so we might have to go through and put a little more glue there. But now it's readable. So that puts us to right here. And that brings us to this piece of paper that is like that one. Now this one we curved, and this one we won't because it's a pocket. But we do want our pine cones going in the correct direction. And we do want, I thought I already inked this up. I guess I didn't. So this was kind of complicated. Wasn't too bad. You can do it. You're just making a flip-flop fold with the pocket. And just make sure that is the right piece. And you're adding magnets to it as well. You know, it can get a little challenging trying to do magnets, but honestly, if you use glue dots, it works like a charm. You don't have to worry about how to measure them or anything, or, you know, you do your initial centering or whatever you want to do to get your magnet on the one side, and then just use a glue dot. And then it's about done. I do like to go around these. Are you looking for me, Dale?
Dinner is ready.
Okay, I'll be there. I'm almost done with my video. Almost done. Look at that, see? We are almost done. So when we come back, I will probably have a little extra decoration on these, or maybe we'll save it and do them together. I don't know. I probably will have some things there. But now we have a beautiful pocket here. Uh-oh. Glued together. I was afraid of that. We have one here. And we have one here. And then this just folds over with this, fold it in, and the magnets hold it together. And then when we come back, we will do this side and this side. And we'll see what we want to put in here for ephemera. And we'll see if we need some embellishments, or what do we need? What do we need in there? We need something. So anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you found this enjoyable and ready to take on the challenge of a flip, flop, fold. And this is fun. I love interactive journals. And yeah, this is fun. Fun. So I think maybe on here we will put some of this just as a nice thing, just to kind of strengthen that little piece up a little bit. Okay, thanks for joining me today, and I do hope you have a great evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I have to work again tomorrow, but I'll be back. Yes, I will. Bye. Love you guys.